everyone, this is Sud. I just wanted to kick off sort of a small video series that I'm going to be doing on a few of the lesser known aspects of TF2 that are actually quite useful and don't seem to really get used enough. Today I'm going to be going over the Amputator Taunt, which is a area of effect heal which affects everyone on your team and is rather situational, but can have huge rewards if used properly. So I'm just going to resume the movie here and just sort of comment over what's going on here. I started this game doing the Amputator Taunt because I have a team that, as you can see, is mostly comprised of combat classes here. We've got a good assortment of heavies, we've got a couple pyros, we got some demo men, we got some soldiers. So it's a very good, and they all want to attack. That's the main thing you want to do here with an Amputator Taunt, is have a team that's actually interested in attacking the point and, you know, sort of team playing here. The Amputator Taunt is like having a medgun beam on everyone in the area of effect. So long as you're getting cover, you can actually use this a little bit aggressively like I'm doing here. I'm going out into the open, and the enemy team are more aiming at the heavy that's in front of me. There's some guys behind there. There's a little bit tentative about coming out. That's going to change though as these heavies come out, and I just position myself better here. People are going to die a little bit here, but see, as I get into here, people are moving in, and this Amputator Taunt is going to hit everyone, and all of these health numbers are going to go up and go up and go up. I'm going to die there, but what's going to happen here is it's going to get a lot better, because basically my team is going to see that they have constant area of effect healing going on, and they're going to get actually a little bit more bolder and start pushing a lot harder because they do have that little bit of extra stuff there. So I'm just going in. We've lost pretty much everyone who was attacking. I'm just going to wait until everyone comes back up here and reestablish the front line. Right now, since there are multiple targets hurt, I will start the Amputator Taunt healing. It's important during times like this where you don't have anyone in front of you to stay out of line of sight, because you can see I'm taking a little bit of chip damage here from the explosions. It is demoable. There's a lot of demo man spam coming in. And as you can see here, there's people constantly getting hurt. You know, these dispensers are being used, and the Amputator Taunt is being used, and the enemy team is getting crits, unfortunately, which is blowing up large pockets of my teammates. And that's one of the things I just hate about random crits, is it really ruins your push when one comes in and blows up like 5 people. But what we're going to do here is we're going to, you know, get these people back. We're going to push out as best we can. As you can see, I'm getting tons of assists here, because when you Amputator Taunt, it's like you're healing everyone in the area, and you get credit for those assists. So in situations like this, where you have people going in, they want to fight, they want to kill the enemy, they want to take that point, you're going to get a ton of assists doing this. And it's going to make you look super pro and super awesome. You're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm the man. You know, I've got triple unusual ghosts there. You know, it's like, oh yeah, this looking really cool. So we got people moving in. I'm coming out a little bit. There's an uber heavy there, but as you can see, he's the guy who's backing off, because now there's about 3 or 4 people actually getting in there and starting to push away at those sentry guns. And these heavies are in there. Unfortunately, there's some brass beasts, but what can you do? It's a pub. And I'll just continue to heal here while it looks safe. I got hit with Girardi. There's a demo man still looking at me. I'm going to get a little bit out of the way there. As you can see, we have guys pushing them back too. We have a soldier there who's making a good team play using his buff banner. So now we have two teams pushing with a buff banner, pushing with the AoE health. The other team's going to push out, and Uber doesn't even matter. Our engineer, like, because of the suppression that we had there, he was able to walk in a level 3 sentry gun. That's going to add even more to the front there, and keep that enemy team from wanting to come around that corner. Now you can see I'm healing about 8 people here, and there's another random crit which clears out most of them. But the point of that was, it was 8 people all there, all attacking, all had, you know, they all had the confidence to go in there and attack. And that's the effect when you have a good Amputator Taunt going on. People get a little bit more bold, and they're more willing to attack, and they're not having to constantly leave the battle to go back to the dispensers. So that's, you know, where it's so huge that the Amputator comes into play here. This is, and here's me being a bit of a noob and using the wrong weapon to taunt with, but otherwise, you know, in we go here, and it's just mayhem. You know, there's Girardi being thrown everywhere, there's grenades being thrown everywhere, there's people running into sentry guns, and we do have an Uber, and that's going to probably break the sentry gun. But, you know, I'll just keep healing here. Everyone else will just, you know, get a little bit more bold, go in there and shoot down that sentry gun, take that point. We've, you know, finally cracked that point. It was a bit of a war of attrition, but, you know, it eventually did get cracked. Some spy, I believe, attempting a back cap there didn't pan out. and just more of this. You know, the spam from the other team is just not stopping, so we're just going to keep pushing this in a little bit. They are going to fall back now. I'm going to get my Kritzkrieg, which is just about ready to go here. I'm just looking to make sure there's nothing going to jump down on me and make me drop my Uber. In we go. This guy's the Liberty Launcher. There are enemies there, so that's going to he'll kill one there. He's got a Liberty Launcher. Bam! He kills another couple of them right there. Good work on his part. And he gets another kill on that sentry gun. I'm just going to do a little bit of Amputator Taunt here. This is a little bit tougher terrain to do it in because of the rollers, as you can see. Those are a major threat. They're sort of coming in and getting in my way there, especially when they're like random crits. So I'm just going to move back a little bit. There's an Uber. I don't want that in my face whatsoever. Move out of the way of that. The guy moves back out, good enough. Healing some random people here, just, you know, getting overheals on people, maybe getting another Kritzkrieg going. Waiting for people to sort of get bold enough to move in there and just start pounding on that point again. And that's what's sort of happening. Some people are diverting into the other room there, but we're going to get a few people here in a second that are going to just sort of move in. And we have that engineer. He's a little bit ballsy going across there, but I believe he had an overheal and he survived it, so good for him. And we do have a Kritzkrieg. I'm going to use it on the Liberty Launcher. I'm trying to actually juggle it between the two of them. I'm sort of failing because I can't maintain proper line of sight to that one guy who hit underneath. But, you know, this is a good time to start with the Amputator Taunt. We got another medic there who is covering the Uber charge push. So, you know, he's got that covered, and I got the mass healing covered. The area of effect healing is going on right here. We have another 4 people attacking. The other medic is getting healed by me, so he can afford to be a little bit more forward well. There's that buff banner that is so huge. You know, these team play aspects of the game are amazing when they work out properly. Like, this is the ideal pub team that I want to play with. These are all people that are contributing, they're getting in there, they're fighting, they're using things like buff banner and Ubers. You know, this is exactly what you want to see when you play Team Fortress 2. It's Team Fortress 2, not, you know, Spy and Sniper Fortress 2, where people just sit around and get 5 points in the entire round. We make a final push here. I'm trying to keep this medic alive. I can't. He gets punched out by a heavy. However, I'm going to heal this heavy because he looks like he wants to kill a lot of shit there. And indeed, that's exactly what he does. You can see the top 3 here at the end. He's got a perfect, you know, just look at that. That's how huge the Amputator is when it's being used in its prime, you know. 60 to the 24 to the 24. And all of the people on this team, like, no one sucked here. Everyone was contributing, everyone was helping out. It was awesome. And so, yeah, that's just how the Amputator Taunt is if it's being used in its prime situation. So, definitely, you know, give that thing a thought. You know, don't overlook it. It's something that you can very much use. It's great for using on maps like Dust Bowl, Gold Rush, even Badwater, you know, on the tight corners. Any area where you have teammates trying to push through difficult areas, push through spam, where you can heal multiple of them at the same time. Anyhow, that has been this, and thank you for listening, and have a good one.